Hey there, everybody. So, just got past that full moon, and the energies have been running high this whole week. And I know I'm supposed to give this message because it's personally what I've been going through as well. And I wanted to reach out to those of you who are feeling similarly. And I want to help guide you to what is being really asked of you. So, this is for people who feel like they've been struggling to manifest something, to get something that they've been really working hard on for a long time, whether it's a relationship, whether it's money, whether it's a job, your business, whatever it is. This is for the people who feel like they want to do something. They're in a hurry to get to their purpose, but they don't know what it is. They feel like they've just been in this limbo for maybe months or years on end. And something has been calling you, you just don't know what it is. You feel stuck. You feel like your emotions are going up and down and it's overwhelming you with fear. You feel like your mind is telling you to do one thing, but this other feeling is telling you don't do it yet. It's confusing. It's frustrating. It's emotional. I've been going through something similar for the past year, and especially these past few months. I feel like I've been moving closer and closer to something. I just haven't known what. And what I've been told, especially this morning, but it's been the past few days, the message is to tap into your feelings and stop running from yourself. Because that is something that we all do. We feel that fear. We feel that discomfort. And we immediately try and shut down. We distract ourselves. We try and be busy. We shove it aside. We try and think positive thoughts to override it. But what you're being called to do is to step out of being so distracted by your fears, being so distracted by your physical reality in your mind, and just truly just let everything inside of you, all that passion, all of that creative energy, your higher self, the universe, it's all inside you waiting to be expressed out through you. But you're being asked to surrender, meaning that's something that I always never truly understood until this year. Surrender is not just like, fuck it, send me to the wolves. Surrender is knowing your worthiness, that you deserve an extraordinary life. It is surrendering to the fact and that truth that your higher self, your connection to everything that is, and all limitless possibilities and abundance and everything you desire and more, that knows you better than you know you and what you truly want, is calling for you to surrender to it. And we do that by falling into that feeling that we have within us. Beneath those feelings of fear, it's that feeling of unrestricted expression, authenticity, those desires that come up, that up until now you've repressed. Your mind's talked you out of them, and you feel them inside of you. It's that creative energy wanting to be expressed through you. And those fears, your job right now, those fears that come up, those options in your mind that come up, they're just showing you where you're vibrating at and what emotions have to be felt and moved through you. So then you can tap into that creative energy. Those creations that are extraordinary, that are designed solely by you, your higher self that wants your best more than you do most of the time, because it's only you restricting yourself, because you're playing into what the mind's telling you. You have to go to that job to make the money. You have to do it this way or that way. Whereas your higher self is accepting everything you do. But it's guiding you to an easier way. A way that's more aligned with you. A way that's never been done before. And all you have to do is feel. Because what happens when you feel is you're moving energy. In that feeling, you get that choice. Am I going to go with that feeling? Am I going to go with that extraordinary life? Or I'm going to be limited by this one option, this limited option that doesn't even feel good to me. What's what my mind's telling me that I should do. How much of your life are you doing things that you should do? Because of what society has told you, because of what your parents have done and told you to do, because of the fears that are telling you to do, that you have to do this or something bad's going to happen. Or in order to get this, I have to do this. Those are signs that you need to relax and get back in the body and feel those options, feel those emotions behind those fears or the shoulds. Play it out through you, integrate it in that way. Because as soon as you move it and you line up with that passion inside you don't have to know what it is, just that feeling of freedom. You elevate beyond that limited option. Because what your mind gives you is so small in comparison to what your higher self has laid out for you. You wouldn't even be able to comprehend it where you're at right now. And that's why it's guiding you. That's why you're receiving those small options or the supposed tos. To feel through them, taste them, through your sixth sense as you're feeling. Taste them and see, is that really what I want? Is that really what I want? Chances are no. And know that if it hasn't happened for you yet, that's because your higher self is saving you from just creating that limited option from your ego. It's saving you because you deserve so much more. Don't settle. That's what you're being called right now. And for me especially, man, I have been just feeling this need to explode lately. And the past few days, I have been riding that Peloton bike like no one's business. And 2 days in a row, I just had this rage almost come up through me. But it wasn't really rage. It was just this passion. And it all started by reading this female sexuality book. My friend suggested it. I was like, fuck it, okay. And I realized that I've been holding myself back. I've been repressing my sexual desires to lead, to be in more of that masculine role, to dominate and do things that I've been holding back on. My mind's been telling me that I can't do that because I'm a female, because I'm not a leader. I haven't never done that before. But tapping into that and feeling that, because when you feel your truth, there's no denying it. And that's what should lead you. That feeling of passion, that feeling that you get with your lover, perhaps, when you just want them. You just have this overwhelming passion inside you that wants to be expressed out of you. Tapping into that animal inside of you. Without restriction. That is where we thrive. Is when we allow ourselves to operate without resistance, without those limitations that our mind puts on us. And we do that by feeling. So one thing I've been practicing in every single moment is that freedom. Tapping into that place of non-resistance. When I have a desire to really do something that feels good to me, and I do it just for the feeling of lining up with that desire and being that version of me, exploring. And whenever those thoughts come in, like, well, what if she thinks weird about me? Or what if she denies me? I do it anyways. And I feel it. I feel that resonance. I feel that excitement. And that is all I need. In this way, you start to get pleasure through your actions, through those thoughts. You begin to be the true master creator and lover that you're meant to be. Because sex and manifestation, sex and creating, it's the same energy. And that is what you're being called to do. You don't look for your passion. You don't look for your purpose. It's from within. It wants to escape out of you. It wants to be expressed and move through you. You are your purpose. Everything that you truly desire is wanting to be expressed through you. You don't even have to know what it is yet. You just have to be willing to get in the body, to feel all the emotions and choose. Am I going to live a life that I just want to feel safe in? Am I going to live an okay life? Or am I going to do something different? Am I going to surrender to the extraordinary life that my higher self has laid out for me? That I can't even comprehend right now because it's so fucking big. You don't have to know it yet. But as soon as you choose to surrender into that, what your mind is telling you is fucking crazy. When you allow those options that your mind is telling you to not tell you your future, but show you where you're vibrating at and let it go. To step through it, to vibrate above that by feeling it, by letting it move through you, just by being aware of it. That is your superpower. To go along for the ride that your higher self has laid out for you. The best thing you can do is not question it. And if those doubts come up in your mind, they're not roadblocks. They're opportunities to unlock more of yourself. Limitations that you thought you had that you can blast through just by feeling through it, by being real with yourself and knowing that I'm extraordinary. And I deserve extraordinary. I'm not settling for anything less. Because the fact is, if you're hearing this right now, if you're feeling everything I said before, you were chosen to live this extraordinary life. You were chosen to pave the way for others and show them that they can be extraordinary too. We are meant to create our own reality, or our own heaven on earth, our kingdom. And it's not just regurgitating what other people have done before us. It's making it our own. And we do that by letting go. We do that by letting go and detaching from these ideas of what we should do. Detaching from these things with the best case scenario even. Because I guarantee you, your higher self is going to blow that out of the water if you just let go. And as I've done this continuously over the past few years, what's happened is blown my fucking mind. I've gotten glimpses of future, little tidbits of previews to keep me going. I've been getting visions, I've been getting these feelings, I've been getting these downloads. I've been talking to more of the higher realms that's coming through me. Unlocking desires and being led in the perfect timing just by letting go. By reading that book last week. And ever since then, I've just been locked in and everything's just been clicking. But I just want you to not misunderstand what you're going through. I want to shift your perspective. You are not struggling. You are not behind. You are right on track. And your higher self loves you so much, it's not going to let you settle by getting you back with your ex. Or settling for that job that you could be doing so much better. By settling for whatever it is. Detach from that option and know it's something better. Detach from your physical reality and what you should be doing and ask yourself what is really calling you. Even if it's sitting on the fucking couch all day. Even if it's just watching your favorite TV show. Going for a walk. For me, for the past few months, it's driven me crazy because that's all I want to do is sleep in. Meditate. Sit on the couch and do nothing. Read. It's just being with myself because I am the key. And I had to know that before I could allow in all the extraordinary things that are meant for me, that are trickling in like crazy right now. Everything. And the best part is, everything I've always had just couldn't see because I wasn't opening myself up. I wasn't surrendering. I was seeing through lack. When you feel abundant, when you know you are abundant, you see through a whole different perspective. You're no longer limited to a few options. Lack is not an option. Lack isn't even a thing. And that's what I want to get through to you today. So if you're feeling stuck, start just by sitting with yourself. 10 minutes a day. feeling what's coming up and understanding that those fears, that discomfort, they're not here to hurt you. They're literally just here to help re-guide you back into your desires, your resonance, your higher self, your authentic frequency of creation. In the same way it happened, not in the same way, but it happened for me, but it's going to happen for you differently is what I mean. But it's happening. If you start to see things differently. Those fears, those limited options that don't feel so good, that's all they are. You get to feel that and realize a part of yourself that you can let go and move into that next level self. You don't know what to do with it. All you have to do is feel it, let it move through you. And realize that you are meant for extraordinary things, not just a mediocre life. You were chosen for that. And when you do that, you not only raise up yourself, but you raise up everyone around you. You raise the bar for all of them, and you carry them with you, just by being you. Just by being unapologetically you and owning your desires. Knowing that you have limitless options, so there's no need to rush. There's no need to jump on every single option. Be patient and realize that the limitless possibility is within you. It's your choice. And that your extraordinary life has already been laid out for you in the most perfect way. And the less that you resist, the smoother it will be. Because you see, we only experience contrast out here when we are resisting in here, when we are holding that contrast within us, those contrasting beliefs, those contrasting and limited feelings that we haven't moved or felt yet. It's only being represented out here because we are choosing struggle. But when we choose ease and peace, we choose those options that bring us those, that we feel those with, or excitement or freedom. We then experience this out here. Out here is only a reflection of what we're choosing in here. So detach from out here right now. Let things be. If you're being called to sit on the couch, sit on the couch. And most of all, feel. There's many ways to do this. You know, a lot of times I was riding my Peloton bike and I started bursting out in tears or yelling in anger. But as soon as I was done, I moved that energy. I was real with myself. Feelings are your tools, not your enemy. So you're being asked to unleash that authentic beast within you. Let that creative power run through you. Just as we dance, what's coming to mind right now is the dancer lets the music move them. They're not thinking. They're just responding and co-creating with the music. We do the same thing with life. We do the same thing with sex. Stop thinking so much and start feeling more. Do what truly calls you. Forget all the past. Forget whoever you thought you were. And let yourself create that identity in every moment. Don't limit yourself, because I promise you, your mind is telling you this much of what is actually possible for you. Be true to yourself and know that you are fully taken care of. So whether it's journaling, meditating, riding a bike, or working out in some way that allows you to move that energy, dancing, music, do what calls you. Do what allows you to be with yourself and move that energy. Cry, scream, punch pillows, whatever it is. But express it. Integrate it. These emotions are guiding you. They're not here to hurt you. You are not doomed. You do not have to struggle to get what you want. You are worthy of ease. You are worthy of everything you desire and 10 times more, 1 billion times more. That is what your destiny is. So whatever you're expecting right now, feel that shit. Be real with yourself, because that's where you're vibrating. That's all. You can vibrate above that. And if you need help doing that, reach out to me. That is what I help people do. I help others do this very thing, surrender, to create their authentic life, to tap into their emotions and understand their energy, understand how the universe works and what their higher self is guiding them to do. Because no one can tell you how to create that business. No one can tell you how to do a relationship. You're just recreating, you're purging, you're recycling energy. Use your own energy and create that shit in your unique way. The moment I did this, my entire life changed. Let fear empower you. Because without that contrast, we wouldn't know what desire really meant. That is showing us our abundance of choices. When we have fear coming up, it's this redirection to what we really want. It's an opportunity to choose and feel the power in that choice of stepping away from that and choosing that desire. It's being shown our power. When we experience contrast, that is an opportunity to step more into our power by choosing something different, by choosing the energy and letting that fall away and letting the universe wow us. These are all the messages I got today. When I sat down and meditated, I had the biggest download I think I've ever had. And I wanted to share that with you, for those of you who are going through this right now. Forget what you should do. Fuck it. Surrender and know your deservedness of everything that is meant for you. You don't have to know what it is. Trust that feeling, that expansive feeling calling you. That expansive feeling that you're feeling right now when I'm saying all this stuff. Begin to feel more. Think less. Your mind can't help you. Your mind can't create that. And most of what you're trying to manifest right now is most likely from your mind and ego. It's not truly meant for you. Something even greater is. It's new, it's scary, but I'm here to reassure you. So if you need to sign up for a session or a consult session or whatever you need, you can go to the link in my bio, or you can go to my Instagram below, and you can also book through there. You can comment on this. I'm here to help you. That is part of my purpose that I'm being called to do. I'm here to pioneer this reality and show others what is possible. Because there is literally limitless opportunity possible. All you have to do is surrender to it. I promise you, just like a leaf flowing in the water. That is what it feels like to surrender. And the first time you do it, it's so overwhelming. It's a true unconditional love. It makes you cry. Because you realize that you never needed to struggle. That you were always worthy. That everything you want can be easy and is supposed to be easy. All your job is to let go of that resistance. To let go of those limitations that you think you have, and to be fully and unapologetically you. Because you were literally designed for your desires. Just as you were designed for sex. Follow that passion. Create from that passion. And fuck everything else. You're meant to live an extraordinary, epic life. I love you.